Detroit at Chicago. Guess what? Guess what, Simon?
You're gonna
This
try to
number has
get me to bet
moved.
the Bears again?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This line has moved from 7 to 6.5. So somebody is betting the Bears.
I bet they are.
And it was my first instinct. Um, but then I remembered how horrible the Bears rushing defense has been. And I'm thinking, even without David Montgomery, the Lions will want to take out their frustration on someone. And this, like Caleb Williams, when he's throwing it, it looks like he's trying to throw the ball through a brick wall every single time. No touch, no arc, just a laser, absolute laser every single time he lets it go. I'm sure the Bears are the right side here. I don't think you want to touch it. I don't really feel like I need to touch it. I think the Lions have something to prove. They need to win. I think the Bears are they're just trying to survive for the next 3 games.
Yeah, 7.5 would have made sense. I probably
Not
have
six
been
and a
okay.
half.
That number makes sense because I believe it was 10.5, and then went down to 9.5 on that Thanksgiving game. And we joked that game. If just one of those field goals by Detroit, I think they kicked 4 or 5 field goals in that game, was a touchdown. They cover that number like
Yeah.
that. The Bears just got. I think we all are realizing now they had a crazy stretch there. They got a really lucky, really fortunate, and it broke their way. And yeah, the Lions defense is so banged up that if this was 7.5, I could have been convinced because it's like we'll have an opportunity for the back door, right? At some point. I mean, it's obviously on the books mind because you just said they moved it down now to it's in the spot where every teaser in the world is going to have the Lions on their side. So that's the thing where it's like I old mean Chad would be hammering this Bears number. Like this is the trap of all traps. Like Lions, I mean, from my perspective, I feel like they're going to win this by 20 points, right? Like you just said, Dan Campbell's going to take out all of that on them this week. And, that was the Lions, in my memory, their first loss since that Bucks game. And we remember we backed them the following week after that Bucks loss.
They've won 11 in a row.
Right. So that, yeah. So, you expect a major bounce back spot here, but it's once again comes down to injuries, Chad. Like when do the injuries catch up to them? So, maybe this is the one favorite we get in because I do love the line, especially at 6.5. But it's like, oh man, all the injuries they have, it's just hard for me to put a number on this Lions team right now. It's like I know how great they are, but the problem is, can they get stops defensively? And me and Chad have a little PTSD. We were up, what was it, 21 points at half with this Lions team, and we got
Yeah.
backdoored by this exact Bears team. So it is tough.
Well, I got a different favorite that is a huge favorite that I
Okay.
want to see. I wanted to see if I could entice you a little bit. But yeah, I think the Lions they win this going away. The Bears are a terrible, terrible football team. They they really can't stop the run. And they can't protect the passer and they can't stop the run. So one thing, even if the Lions can't pressure the quarterback, they will be able to run on this Bears defense, right? And
I mean, you'll agree, since they made a coaching change, they have not looked prepared in either game.
no, as soon as Thomas Brown stopped being the offensive coordinator and started being the head coach, they are, what are they losing? Like, is it 34-0 in the first quarters? Like, it's pretty, honest to God, it's embarrassing how bad it is. So we'll go back to it. I put it on the list. We can discuss it on Thursday. Uh, New York Giants at Atlanta. Atlanta is a double digit favorite.